Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup here on this late Thursday night, November 5th, 2015 here. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start you off at the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C., where the Boston Bruins took on the Washington Capitals here. And the Bruins got on board first on a power play goal by Jimmy Hayes, fourth goal of the season with assist from Brett Conley's third assist, and Conley's fifth assist was 1-50 to the Bruins here. But and 17-27 in the first period, Alex Ovechkin gets a wrist shot goal assist from Evgeny Kuznetsov and John Carlson to make it 1-1 the score. And then second period, Brooks Slate just a fucking shot with assist from Dmitry Orlov and Makalata 2-1 favorite of the Washington Capitals here. And then 7:21 in the second period, John Carlson a power play goal with assist from Nicholas Backstrom and Justin Williams was 3-1 favorite of the Capitals through 2 periods. And then 1:11 in the third period, John called after a wrist shot 70 netter as the Boston Bruins fall to the Washington Capitals, and the Verizon Center 4-1 is down. They fall to 6-1 the season as Tuukka Rask 27 saves while Brandon Obley 28 saves in the net for the Capitals here. Next up for the Boston Bruins, they'll be up in Montreal for a starting showdown and against the Canadiens here. Okay, other scores around the NHL. Montreal Canadiens are 5 seconds away from a 4-1 victory over the New York Islanders here. Winnipeg Jets, Ottawa Senators started 2-2 apiece with 3:12 left in the third period up in Ottawa. Through 2 periods, Minnesota Wild and the Nashville Predators started 1. Second period underway, Calgary Flames lead the Philadelphia Flyers 1-0. Arizona Coyotes are leading the Colorado Avalanche 1-0 with the second half underway. Second period underway. And the Tampa Bay Lightning over the Buffalo Sabres 4-1. Okay, let's take a look at some NBA scores here. Chicago Bulls are leading the Oklahoma City Thunder 87-77 with 8:48 left in the fourth quarter here. 8:26 left in the fourth quarter. Bobby Heat leading the Minnesota Timberwolves 86-5. 6:20 left in the third quarter. Charlotte Hornets leading the Dallas Mavericks 69-59. 2:14 left in the second quarter. Denver Nuggets leading the Utah Jazz 42-35. And the Memphis Grizzlies Portland Trail Blazers get underway by 10:30 p.m. out of Portland there. Okay, take a look at the Bengals and the Browns on Thursday Night Football. Here, the Cincinnati Bengals are leading the Cleveland Browns 14-10 with 11:24 left in the third quarter here. As the Bengals get on the board first on a Tyler Effort 9-yard pass by Mendenhall to make it 7-0 for favor to the Bengals here. And then Travis Coons with 27-yard field goal to make it 7-3 Bengals. And then second quarter, Effort 3-yard pass from Eddie Dahl to make it 14-3 in favor of the Bengals. And then Duke Johnson Jr. 12-yard pass from Manziel and make it 14-10 favor the Bengals. As Andy Dalton's got 12-16 105 yards with 2 touchdowns. And Tyler Effort 3 receptions for 60 yards with 2 touchdowns. And Johnny Manziel for the Browns 11-18 for 120 yards with 1 touchdown so far. The non-Lancers girls soccer season has come to an end here as they fall to the Seahawks Warriors in Seahawks in the MIA Division III South first round girls soccer playoff game. 4-0 as the Lancers had a good season here. Okay, take a look at some sports news here. It's the future of the Detroit Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford is in depth. The salary cap consequences for Canada Art that's based on the contract extension he signed in 2013. The Lions can release him with a post-June 1 cap of change of $5.5 million in 2016. The Seattle Mariners and Tampa Bay Rays have completed the first significant trade at the offseason. A 6-player swap that sends in fielder Brad Mills, first baseman Logan Morrison, and pitcher Danny Farquhar to the Tampa Bay for pitchers Nathan Paris. Roger Federer finally corrected the relative serve of John Izzers, losing 7-6-3, 3-6-6-7-6-5 to the 13th seed of American in the third round of the Paris Masters on Thursday. Matt Harvey, the right-hander busted in the major leagues and immediately became the New York Mets and a 23-year-old rookie after spending just 1 full season at the Mariners, as he is a National League Comeback Player of the Year. Santa Clara, California. 3 years after Colin Kaepernick led the San Francisco 49ers on a Super Bowl run, Coach Jim Tunsil decided the struggle quarterback needed to reckon his dominant offense, which was now dormant, needed a change. Patrick Kane, his team, and the fans got the news they were hoping for on Tuesday. After a lengthy investigation, law enforcement authorities in Western New York declined to press charges of pursuing a rape complaint that was found in August. Boston, Chris Kelly has been in low jail for the last couple of seasons after battling leg injuries for the Bruins, but he will be going in that shelf again. Washington, with great fanfare and no small amount of trepidation, the Washington Nationals that left the talk in the last few days finally introduced a new manager on Thursday, affable Dusty Baker. Former Oakland Raiders football player Anthony Wayne Smith had a 2012 court appearance with his returning Michael evidence as he pleaded guilty and convicted in 3 murders. Los Angeles Clippers forward Josh Smith closed the basket against Warriors forward Harrison Barnes in the second half as they gained confidence and lost the defending champion Warriors. Waco, Texas. Anyone who knows Dirk Stidham says he'll remain calm and composed as the same cannot be said as his mother somewhere along I-35 between Oklahoma City and Wichita, Kansas. Michelle Stidham took him home Wednesday afternoon. Chaos is coming in the football bowl subdivision. There's absolute certainty during the final weeks of the regular season. All but 3 teams in the first college football playoff selection committee top 25 facing one other ranked team. Just when it seems like things are on the upswing for the female sexuality as Ronda Rousey comes to a knockout and so many famous women out there, from Amy Schumer to Nicki Minaj to Amy Poehler to Beyonce, also telling women to investigate for there. The tenant of John Wall and Brother Beal is one of the clip comparison of Batman and Robin in the past, while retaining a lead role in which Beal acts as a sidekick. If there is one player on the Minnesota Wild can ill afforded to be without, Zach Perry said, coming to Thursday night's action, Perry led the club with 7 goals. New York, the only thing more heavily scrutinized. Around the Mets, then their payroll may be average Griffiths at the then there was never that the category. Let's just focus the payroll. Rick Carl has been the best coach of Dallas Mavericks history after taking over Eric Johnson in 2008-2009 season. Carlisle has helped continue to further a very high standard of basketball for the Mavericks in Old Tough Western Conference with a championship in 2011 as he agreed to a 5-year, $35 million extension. And that's going to be it for our sports revenue on this. Thursday, November 5th, 2015. Peace and good night. See you tomorrow. Good night.